Here's yesterday's Yom Yom. We didn't do it yesterday. Here's some corrections in the book of Torah Or. It says, when my grandmother, this is the previous Rebbe speaking. So his grandmother, the previous Rebbe was the sixth Rebbe of Chabad. So his grandmother was the wife of the fourth Rebbe of Chabad. She was the wife of Rebbe Shmuel. When she was 18 years old, she became ill. And the doctor said that she had to eat immediately when she woke up. But she didn't want to eat before praying. So she prayed early and then she ate. When her father-in-law, that Tzemach Tzedek, who was the third Rebbe of Chabad, heard of this, he said to her, a Jew should be healthy and strong. The Torah says about the commandments that you have to live in them. Chai b'hem means that you have to be healthy and bring vitality into the commandments. In order to do this, you have to be strong and you have to be happy. So therefore, you should eat. Better that you should eat for the sake of praying than to pray and try to finish the prayers as fast as possible so that you can go and eat. It's better that you should eat for the sake of praying than to pray for the sake of eating. That was one of the reasons the previous Rebbe, especially, he stressed that even the boys in the yeshiva, that they should eat something before they pray. Even though it says in the Shulchan Aruch, you're not supposed to. But it says that you're allowed to eat if you're weak, if you figure it will be weak. And the Rebbe said our generation is a weak one. And people that are praying and they start thinking about, wow, I wonder when this is going to finish. I would shoot like a nice piece of cake or something. So therefore, it's better you should eat a little piece of cake. Of course, not to overdo it, not to eat the whole cake, but to eat something in order to pray properly than to pray improperly in order to eat properly. My father told this teaching of the Tzemach Tzedek to someone and said, and this that you eat in the morning, it shouldn't be done. Oh, yeah, I got to do it. You feel terrible. You have to do it with joy. You have to do it with joy. You eat a little something. It's not that you have to, right? But you should eat something before praying. Usually, I know for myself, for instance, that I can go very easily without eating before I pray. But there's always some point in the middle of the prayer where I think about eating. And usually if you eat, it depends on a person's, your nature and your constitution, what it is. But generally speaking, it's a good thing to eat something before you pray. If you're a person that, eating something just really interferes with you, or you come from, most religious Jews do not eat before they pray. And they feel bad if they do eat before they pray. But they also feel hungry. And it interferes with the prayer. And we have to also remember that prayer is not just saying words. Prayer is supposed to arouse your heart. And it's a little bit difficult to arouse your heart thinking about God if some little point in your heart you're thinking about, a banana or a little piece of cookie or something. Good. That was yesterday. Now we do today. The routine of the day, we start off in the morning. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning, before you wash your hands, before you do anything, first thing you say, I am grateful to you, God. You are living eternal God, that you gave me back my soul. This you say in the morning, even before you wash your hands, because there's a commandment, there's a very strong custom in any case, that when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to wash your hands because sleep brings a certain impurity to your hands. It can only be removed when you wash your hands from a laver. You ever see this in the news? And then you do it alternately, the right, left, right, left, right, left. Anyway, but saying MODEH, you can say even before this gratitude prayer you say to God in the morning, you say this first thing even before you wash your hands, before you rinse your mouth out. You're supposed to rinse your mouth out immediately. Why? Because all the pure impurities in the world cannot touch or defile a thanks of a Jew to God, a Jew's gratitude to God. A person might lack one thing or another, maybe doesn't learn Torah, maybe doesn't do commandments, but or do it well, but MODEH of a Jew is always there. And I think that's illustrated by the story I told you about this black general. He started to cry. Suddenly he felt some sort of an amazing gratitude and connection to the creator of the universe. Made him cry tears of joy. Okay, now story.